What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Pamela and I'm so excited about today's video because I'm starting my very first garden and I'm definitely a beginner. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I have 5 raised garden beds and we're going to get those placed, get our hands dirty, get in the soil, and get those ready to go. And then we're gonna head to the nursery and pick out some plants for those. We have a garden as far as like flower beds, but we've never had like a vegetable garden. So we're gonna kind of work on both. I need to tidy up our flower beds. They are literally out of control. I swear the weeds get worse year after year. Before we head out into the garden to get the raised beds placed, I wanna show you 2 things. First are my spring nails. I think these are so cute and they exceeded my expectations. Oh, there we go. They exceeded my expectations. And then next, I ordered a pair of shoes for my gardening adventures this year. And I cannot wait to open them and show them to you guys. They are so cute and I'm so excited. So it's probably gonna be no surprise because I feel like these specific boots are really trending on like Pinterest and I guess Instagram. I'm not really sure, but the funny thing about it is that I used to have like 3 pair of these particular types of shoes and I cannot believe they're coming back. Like the trend is cycling back around, but I got a new pair of Hunter rain boots. Well, new to me. I actually found these. I thrifted these on Depop and I got such a steal. These are like the actual Hunter green. And I thought that this would be perfect for all of my gardening adventures because one thing about me is I do not like to get my toes wet in the morning like dew. Cannot stand that. So I'm excited to have a pair of boots that I can wear out in the garden. Don't have to worry about getting my feet dirty. And they're gonna be perfect if it's like had rained or if there's like wet grass. So let's get our boots on and head out into the garden. This is the area that we are working with. We have an idea to put a garden workstation over here. So I'm not sure if I want to try to put the beds kind of in this grassy area or if I want to put them over there kind of where I've got them laid out. I'm not really sure, but this is the area and then you can see our garden up at the top. We've got a little bit of a garden up there and then we have a plan to do something really cool with this area right here. So let's get these beds placed, see what looks the best, and then we can start filling them with our compost. Here is what the rock looks like. I think it's perfect for stepping all the way down to my last one. And I'm excited to finally have these two, or this stone connect over there, but that will just come with time. Right now we don't even have the workstation. We still have to order one. Okay, I apologize if you can hear the washing machine because it is very, very loud, but we have our beds placed and we have our stones placed in the area that we want those to be. And we realize that we do not have enough fertilizer or compost, so we're going to take a break and head to my favorite place, which is the nursery. I think we're gonna hit up 2 locations today, maybe just one, I'm not really sure. But before we go, we really need to have a clear, concise idea of what we want to buy and what plants we want to plant. And I've been doing some research the last few days on companion planting because I know that is a thing. So I have my notebook here and I'm going to draw out my garden beds and then we're going to determine what plants we want to fill those with. So I have Alex sitting nearby so that we can kind of discuss this together to see if there's any fruits or vegetables that he would like to see. And then yeah, we're just gonna go from there and then we'll go and try to find said plants. Okay, we are back in the car. That was so fun. That was just one of the nurseries. We may end up going to another one, but it's in an opposite direction. So we're going to first head to my parents' house to get the plants that we're going to get there. But we got a really good selection. We mostly got everything for our raised beds. I'm dying to buy things that are like annuals and just add color, but today we just focused on the raised beds. However, we did get 4 star of jasmine plants, which I'm so excited about. I've wanted to grow this for the last like 5 or 6 years living in our house. So our plan is to find some trellises and plant our star of jasmine, and then it's a vining plant, so it will grow up the trellis, and it smells absolutely divine. So we may not have much growth this year with it being brand new, but I think in a year or 2, maybe 3 years from now, it'll be so beautiful and smell so fragrant, and that's a smell that Alex and I love so much. So we're excited to hopefully plant that. We're back from running all of our errands and visiting the nurseries. I think that we went to 3 separate ones today, and we pretty much got everything that we were looking for. I think it's going to, like the garden projects that we were wanting to work on, because there's multiple different areas that we're trying to work on. I think it's going to take multiple trips, and it's just going to take time. So today's primary focus was the garden beds, and we did get everything I think that we wanted for those. And then we went out to my mom's house, and I'll show you in just a little bit what we picked up there. But we got some, I think, irises. We've got some lilies. And I'm just really excited. We found a peony bush that was $120, but it was the most beautiful flower I had ever seen in my entire life. Like, I had never seen peony, however you say it. I'd never seen one like that before, but my mom has that bush, and my memo has several of those, and you can actually transplant those in the fall. So I think I'm just going to hold out and transplant some of theirs. I know that my memo's is a beautiful baby pink color, so stay tuned for that. When we went to one of the nurseries, oh my gosh, we found some local strawberries, and they smell so divine, and Alex couldn't resist, but I couldn't either. So we're gonna wash these up and have these for a little snack out in the garden. And then I picked up some seeds. What we couldn't find in plant form, we did buy seed, but I'm very nervous about it because I've never grown anything from seed at all. I just felt a little bit more confident buying plant versions, so that's what we did. But I did buy green beans in the seed form, and then for my cut flower beds, of course, I had to purchase seeds. So the first one that I purchased is the Icelandic poppy, which I am so genuinely excited about this because obviously we've been to Iceland, and I love poppies. I think that's one of the most beautiful flower. We've seen the poppies in Italy before, and I just love them so much. But I just thought this would be fun to try to grow and replicate here. So this is what this one looks like. And then how could I not pick up this seed mixture? It is a flower mixture called Fairy Meadow. And it says, imagine what an enchanting garden you could have with this colorful mix that is sure to attract butterflies, hummingbirds, and fairies of all sorts. Love that for me. So I picked this one up, and I just thought the packaging was so beautiful. The flowers are so cute, and look at the little fairies. I do want to have like a fairy enchanted like theme going on out there, which we're going to work on several garden projects coming soon. We first have to get the garden up and running, but I have so many ideas to use my creativity. And yeah, so we've got to make a home for our fairy friends. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head on out. Alex is unloading all the fertilizer and garden soil and rock, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on filling up the beds, and then hopefully it's still daylight enough to start planting today. bit too ambitious, and we did not finish the project yesterday. We got all of the garden beds filled and we placed where we wanted the plants to go, but we haven't actually planted the plants. And also I thought I got more herbs than I did, so I'm getting ready to head back to the nursery. I need to pick up a couple more things, and then we are going to go outside and plant this afternoon. Luckily it's a beautiful day, so thankful for that. I'm enjoying a little snack before I go. I'm having some dates. Hold on, let me set this down. I probably will have to do this. Yes. Okay, so I'm having some dates with peanut butter mini chocolate chips and sea salt flakes. And this is actually the first time that I've ever had them. And I know, I mean, this is probably nothing new, but this is the first time for me. And honestly, they're very good. Definitely do not disappoint. So I'm going to finish this snack, head to the nursery, and then I will catch back up with you guys outside and we will finally get to plant. I'm out in the garden getting ready to get started, but this is the setup so far, just in case you haven't already seen it. And I'll go through and do a garden update once we get everything planted. I'll show you where I planted what. I don't know if I'll do that tonight just because we are losing daylight, or if I'll come out first thing tomorrow and we'll give everything a little water and then I'll give updates from there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with planting. Some are plants and some are seeds. So you'll kind of see me doing all of that, and I may try to give you some updates along the way. First, we have to take a minute for what I think are the cutest garden tools I could have possibly found. And I also have this one that I have in my back pocket. I think this one is just for like trimming. So I'm excited about these, and I just realized I forgot my gloves, so I need to run in and get my gloves really quick. First is our pepper and tomato bed, and I have learned that I probably planted too many of these close together, and I also need to be able to stake up the peppers so that they don't fall over when the peppers start blooming, just to give them a little bit more support. And I also need to get a cage for the tomato plant as well. But we have 2 Roma tomato plants here, and then these are banana peppers, and I believe this is a jalapeno. And then over here is all of our bell peppers. So we have red, this one's the red one. We have an orange and a yellow. I think that's these 3. And then I believe that these 3 are green bell peppers. And we actually have quite a few blooms. So we have this one, which I believe the flower itself is actually what's going to turn into the bell pepper. We have, you can see some buds over here. So all of these look to be doing very well. We have some little blooms coming up at the top here. So I'm excited about all of this. We have no blooms on the tomato plant. I think that's what they're supposed to do. I honestly don't really know. And then these look kind of sad to me. I don't know if the leaves are supposed to be this light green or not, but we don't have any blooms on this one just yet. So bell peppers are actually looking like they're thriving to me, so that is a very good sign. And then this is our strawberry plant, and oh my gosh, you can see right away we had this bloom here, and then you can see one of the little strawberries starting to peak. We also have some blooms over here. So we came out the other day and we had a really beautiful red one. It was almost fully ripe, so we did not pick it. And I came back out the next day. There was actually like 3 of them, and the birds had eaten them, and I was absolutely devastated. So I need to figure out some sort of protection for our strawberries and the birds. If you have any suggestions, or if you've done anything that works well for you, please let me know, because I don't exactly know what I should do here. But strawberry plants are looking pretty good. I think that we had some death happen because I did not water these well enough, but I think I have fixed that problem. And then you can kind of see we have, oh my goodness, look at this one. We have one here. We have got a couple there. We've got some, oh, there's one here. This is just so exciting. So I'm excited to finally get to pick these and eat them. I've just got to try to protect them from the birds. I have not planted my cut flowers yet, just because we have a couple of vacations coming up and I don't know if we're gonna have anyone to come over and water them. And so I just haven't planted them yet. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll wait. And then over in this bed, we have cucumbers. And then right through here, we actually planted some yellow onion. And we don't have any, oh my gosh, actually, we have one sprout from the onion here. Okay, so that's the only one that I see so far. Oh, no, here's another one. Here's another one. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting because these were planted from like bulb. I'm so excited about that. And then we have some cucumber plants here. This one was the pickling cucumber that Alex wanted to plant, but it very much looks dead. I don't know if it's gonna come back. I don't know if new blooms will come out, but that looks very much dead. And then over here we have two more of the cucumber plants. So far, these don't look too great in my opinion. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if I'm watering them too much, not enough, but nonetheless, this is our cucumber area. And then over here, we have just an herb garden. The cilantro was not parsley. This was not thriving at first, but we do have a bloom on our lavender, which is awesome. So I have two lavender plants here. I have parsley here. What is this? This is oregano in both of these. We have basil. The basil looks a little sad, like the leaves are turning yellow and I'm not really sure why. And then we also have some rosemary here. Those are the garden updates. As you can tell, I'm very much a beginner and I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but that is okay because there's beauty in the process, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself, because I have wanted to grow a garden and grow different fruits and vegetables, herbs, plants, variety of flowers for almost 6 years now. And I think I've let the fear of failure and like the fear of the unknown really stray me away from that desire. And I'm excited that this is the year that I finally said enough is enough. We've got to start from somewhere, so we're going to start here. And I'm really looking forward to the process, the future projects, all the garden updates, seeing things come to life, learning when I do something wrong on how I can improve next year. So I'm excited. This has been so much fun. I definitely would value any feedback. So if you have anything that you want to share with about your garden, what you've learned along your journey, things that you may see that I've done wrong or that I could do differently, I definitely value the feedback. So leave me a comment down below, even if you just want to share your story, because like I will definitely be in the comments chatting with you guys. I just think that this is such a beautiful process and there's so much to look forward to, especially with all of the different garden projects that I have in mind. There are so many things that I have in mind, just DIYs for the garden, giving garden updates. Like this is just a really exciting thing for me. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I look forward to sharing updates soon and taking you guys along this process, but we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching and I will catch up with you guys soon.